Hey everybody, my name is Masterofroflness. Welcome to the In the Name of the Tsar mod. This is a Hearts of Iron 4 mod that is essentially a question of what if Russia won World War I, and this is the outcome. So Turkey just gets completely molested, and I'm tasked with trying to make the Ottoman Empire great again. Unfortunately though, Turkey doesn't start off with Istanbul, so it's a little bit of a doozy, but then we eventually do get an event that allows us to either change Istanbul to Constantinople, which, why would you do that? The Byzantines are dead. And you can move our capital to Idrin, which we didn't end up doing. We just took Istanbul, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Who would even not take Istanbul? So Turkey has a giant national focus tree. It's actually kind of crazy. So there are 3 branches of this. On the right side is the military branch. This just gives you bonuses for research and all that jazz. There is specific bonuses tailored towards janissaries and all that stuff with division attrition being negated and all that stuff. The left side is more for economic development, and you could choose like 2 systems. You could choose the Islamist system, which could use the Ottoman legacy of the millet system, where, if you don't know, different minority groups would be put into these millet categories, and they would be forced to pay jizya and all that stuff, but they would be entitled to their own rules. So I instead forego this and go with the other system, which is more tailored for economic development and new stuff, and less on the millet system. And it's better because, you know, more manpower and all that shit. Besides that, then there's the middle, and this is where you just recreate Turkey. And you could go down 2 trees. You can go down the Guardian Council, or you can go down the Caliph. And then you can go for a Western focus or an Eastern focus. Eastern, you get to conquer a bunch of Middle Eastern countries, and Western, you get to conquer a bunch of European countries. And it all leads down to the big showdown with Russia, the mano-a-mano showdown. And that's really about it for the Turkey national focus. There's a bunch of new ones for Russia. There's ones for the various German states. Yes, I do mean German states, because Germany is kind of split off into different countries, many different countries. In fact, these are some of the new countries you can play around with. And then on top of this, in terms of new countries, there's a gigantic amount of them along the border of Russia. So you can also, I don't know if those have like any national focuses. I haven't really played around with them as of late, but they should be pretty fun to play around with, like a sort of what if scenario of, oh hey, this like little itty bitty sliver of land decided to conquer all of Russia. Now hold on a tickety tick bit. I just noticed something in this video that I do need to kind of clear out, so give me a second. Alright, so I'm back, and it turns out it was really just nothing. So anyway, yeah, there's a fuckload of border countries just like along the side of the Russian border. And I just noticed it. I just noticed it right then and there. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that chunk of the video. Yeah, so it seems like a really awkward thing happened while recording in that what was it? It was recording my desktop alongside Hearts of Iron 4. Very weird, honestly. Like, just the strangest thing. This has never happened before, so I never really understood it. So anyway, here's the basic gist of what's going down in Germany here. Okay, Prussia has a bunch of different like goals and focuses that allow it to transform into a mega powerhouse, and it can become the German Empire. Then below that is the Sovereign Commune. Then it's the Czech Republic, and even below that there's the Österreich, I believe. Is that the Österreich? Yes, that is. Okay. So yeah, it comes down to a showdown of which German country can win and which one will be destroyed, and it's not pretty. Okay, there can only really be one. It is like the Highlander movies, after all. Just fuck me. Why does this keep happening? Holy shit! I really hate seeing the my desktop show up. It's not really that like. I mean, it's just like Berserk, but I don't really want to show it off in this video. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Oh well, where are we at? Okay. All right. So essentially, there can only be like one German state, and as you can see, a lot of different German countries you could choose from, a whole slew of them. It's crazy. And you know, when it comes down to it, actually, I was really looking forward to playing as Prussia, but I decided not to, and I'll let you guys decide if I should play Prussia next time, or some of the other like countries that you could play around with, as I do kind of like the sound of Prussia, actually, a Prussian like coverage and all that stuff. Now, essentially, the game plan for me and my focus here is that I'm just Turkey. I'm going to do Turkey things. So that means I'm going to focus on the east. But, unfortunately, Russia decided to invade Persia, which is really, really fucking annoying because I really wanted to conquer Persia. So, I am stuck in a weird situation where my national focus for attacking Russia at the end is completely negated because they won't let me own Persia, and in order to have that national focus for Russia, I have to basically own Persia, which, you know, is not ideal whatsoever. And I think I was like a little bit frustrated, like I didn't know what I was going to do at this point. I mean, I was going to keep playing. I was like, now my big guy is gone. I'm not really that excited. It's like losing your best card in Magic the Gathering. Like, what's even the point? You've lost the battle. Just give up the war. Fuck, man. My desktop keeps showing up. I hate it. And it's like, it's... Oh, man. This is so painful. Why does this keep happening? I'll have to switch my recording software for Hearts of Iron 4 from the looks of it. Which, that blows. That blows if that's going to be the case. Right. So, eventually, later down the line, I do decide to lick up my crocodile tears. And I move on with the rest of my Ottoman plans. A lot of this was just like, you know, economic development. Mostly because I just wanted to, like, build up my Ottoman state. Nothing really else about... nothing really like dangerous about that besides, you know, just the average, you know, eco bonuses. But then, you know, once we're done with all those eco bonuses, we go on the offensive. So first and foremost, Iraq, Syria, they're gone. I want to take them out and conquer them as soon as possible, and I do this. I do like just take them. It seems like as though this game kind of like follows the previous historical mod I did, in which like I don't necessarily have to fight these countries unless they decline my offer of annexation. So essentially I take Iraq and Syria, no problem whatsoever. Saudi Arabia falls the same way, Yemen as well. I do declare war on Oman later on, but that's because Oman just like, oh man, they did not surrender at all. They were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna fuck you up. And after you conquer like all these like different countries, then you have like bonuses tailored to their economic developments, which is also really fucking cool. I love that. I love that. And now the awkward thing is that I wanted to declare war on Egypt, but unfortunately Egypt is kind of puppeted by the UK, and I definitely don't want to do that yet. So I end up just taking a Western focus and trying to conquer Greece. Unfortunately, most of the old Ottoman Empire territories are gobbled up by the Italians, which that's just like a double whammy of fuckery. Like, now the Italians are pushing it onto my territory. Like, what's next here? I was debating on attacking either Italy or Russia after my conquest with Greece, but I do just like end up like teaming up with Italy. Because it is like just the better of the options, considering that Russia is my enemy first and foremost. Now the Greeks, they were such a trouble in this like particular like campaign. First and foremost, their mountainous terrain makes it extremely difficult for me to actually engage them in battle. And then on top of this, they engaged in a couple of like naval invasions of Turkey later down the line. So that just sucks overall. And the weird part is that I'm almost close to completely conquering Greece, but then they just still like they just do not let up. By the way, I haven't noticed any of my desktop showing off yet in this, what was it, section of the video, so that means that I probably fixed the issue later on down the line. But I don't even know what I did. What did I do? Oh, I think I changed from full screen to windowed mode. Is that really it? Oh fuck, okay, well, yeah, it fixed it. Oh well, I can't complain at all. You know, the funny thing is that I was playing like Tabletop Simulator while I was recording this. So I was playing Magic the Gathering while I was also, in addition to that, recording Hearts of Iron 4, which I think is like a good idea. Hearts of Iron 4 is a very boring game, so I think like mixing it in with something a little bit more frantic and fast-paced is definitely like the MO, so to speak. So what else happened in the game besides Italy actually being useful in conquering most of Eastern Europe? Not really much else. Japan ended up attacking China. Russia is doing Russia things. Eventually, Russia does get into a big conflict with Italy. But besides that, Russia is just doing economic development. Now, Germany is very interesting. I think I haven't shown off Germany yet besides the first showing. But when we first engaged with Germany, it was like Prussia versus off against the Soviet Commune. Soviet Commune being a communist German state. And Prussia evolving from Prussia to the German Empire. And that's because of the various national focuses that they have assigned to them. So, right, as you can see in this video, me and the Greeks are having fun. So yeah, the Soviet Commune ends up winning that engagement. They end up like completely destroying Prussia. And as you can see, the naval invasion with Greece was surprisingly effective because they have like most of what they have a giant chunk of Western Anatolia under their command, which I do not like whatsoever. The Österreich does end up getting pretty fucking big, so Austria and Germany are back in the game. Germany ends up actually not doing much of anything after their initial German state conquest, and they just end up doing eco bonuses. For the majority of the game, I thought I would see them like engage war with Russia, but no, not at all. Not at all. It's very weird. Russia actually has an alliance with a lot of the buffer states in west of her border. So when you're at war with Russia, you're at war with all those states as well, and some eastern states like Mongolia. So you just get a double whammy in tomfoolery, so to speak. Double whammy in tomfoolery. Wow, I quite well like the autism that I'm shooting out. I end up doing a naval invasion on the last Greek island here because taking out the capital is just the best way to just deal with the snake, so to speak. You gotta take out the head of the snake, and that's really like the major game plan. This mountainous area from Greece is just hell. Really, that's just it. It's hell. Italy also seemed very interesting because Italy was just able to create a giant empire without much in the way of like difficulty. So right, finally conquer Greece, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I decide, hey, I want to conquer Bulgaria. That doesn't end up working because Bulgaria is on my side. So now I have to do a quick glance through. So I could declare war on Britain, which isn't going to work out. I could declare war on Russia, which isn't going to work out. And I could declare war on Egypt, which for obvious purposes is not going to work out. So because of this, and because I don't have any like options here, I do just end up like teching up in the military tree. And because I can't do any of the other conquest focuses, I'm kind of just stuck. Oh yeah, by the way, while this was all going on, Russia and Italy do finally engage in battle. So it's Italy and the Österreich and their allies versus off against Russia and their allies. And then eventually Italy also does declare war on the UK. So it's just a fuckery. That's all I can really describe it as. The unfortunate part is that I don't win at all in any of these wars, right? If I declare war on the UK, I'm cut off from all my rubber. If I declare war on Russia, then I die. It's wow, like what do you even do in this scenario? So I do end up like later on into the video just like declaring war on the UK and just seeing what happens. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'll let the rest of the video play out. If you guys have any more mods you want me to cover, I'll cover them. And I'll see you guys next time. The next mod will probably be something more sci-fi.